Hey there, friends on LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm back on here on Saturday morning on this beautiful weekend here in Massachusetts. I'm here with Junie Moon, the love coach. And all week and all next week, I'm spotlighting panelists and my experts who are going to be showing up for you over the Unbreakable Health Summit over the next 4 Mondays, beginning July 11th through August 4th. 4 episodes on fueling for happiness, emotional resiliency, stronger bodies, and rising out of scarcity and really getting into abundance. So this is a response. The Unbreakable Health Summit is a response to post-pandemic times, people who are still struggling around their health, around their weight, around their nutrition, around their self-care, around their mindset. And we know that it's been a long period of time where we've been in lockdown. So we want to get into health freedom and life again in a whole new way, under a new paradigm of thinking. And I'm here with Junie Moon. Hi, Junie. Thank you for joining me.
So good to be here. And as you're sharing that, I'm just thinking, what an amazing, amazing opportunity to touch all those pieces at this time in our life right now. I just love what you do, and I love what you're doing with the summit. It's really remarkable.
Oh, thanks, Junie. I'm so grateful for your support and so honored that you're going to be on because you are just an amazing, amazing coach.
Thank
And Junie
you.
is so much more than just a love coach. That's part of her brand. But Junie is a women's empowerment leader. She is a certified shadow coach, which really gets into juicy stuff that might have been, lingering around from our past. And she's supported thousands of women, and she has an incredible tribe of women who are looking for love, after 40, fabulous love after 40. She has a group. And she really, I've been watching Junie's work and been a part of her Finding Love After 40 group for I've been a part of it for a while, and her teaching is just rock star. She's been on News 12 New Jersey. She has her own podcast called Midlife Love Out Loud. She's written a best-selling book called The Loving the Whole Package, Shed the Shame and Live Life Out Loud. Junie and I met a while ago, in Montclair, New Jersey. For those of you, Montclair people who might be listening in on this, or Jersey folks, because I was there for a little while. Junie and I met in Montclair, but I think we met online first, maybe, and then
I was just, as you're saying that, I'm like, how did we meet? I don't remember. I just remember going, how do I not know this person? And like, you're such a rock star. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to know her more. And
yeah,
we
I
just
felt the
took off.
same way. It was like,
Yeah.
like who
Yeah.
is she?
And then we bumped into each other on the street. It was like, that was so great.
Yeah, we I just adore Junie, and she's really an amazing, talented coach, gifted, and
Thank
really
you.
zeroing in on helping people and guiding people and pointing out. See, you know what, coaches, one of the best things to have a coach is to really be able to point out or just be observers of your patterns, and pointing out those patterns that may be stopping you, blocking you, or hindering you from being your best. And that's what we do as coaches, is helping you to identify your best self. And so over the next 4 weeks, on the Unbreakable Health Summit, this is what it's all about: identifying the best version of yourself in your next chapter. And that's going to cover your mind, body, health, everything. So, and love, that's Junie's specialty. So Junie, tell us, like, you're going to be on July 25th. I wanted to just spotlight you. And if you can give our audience, like, Junie works with, it's mostly women, right? Is it just women?
It's mostly women, but I have some really amazing men that find their way to me. I love helping all people. It's just one of those, like, as you use the word branding,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very busy world, and I've been working with women for over 30 years at this point, and I
Mm-hmm.
just was like, okay, let me put that shingle out there. But I love working with men. I miss working with men. So if you're a guy, give me a call. Or if you're a guy, give me a call.
I love that, Junie. And that's the other thing, Junie, you have such an amazing sense of humor that I just adore. She's
Thank
just
you.
vulnerably her and just authentically you. And
Yeah.
such a pleasure working with you. And so Junie, tell everybody on my LinkedIn page, Facebook pages, basically, and if you don't mind, when you have a second to just share to your page, like one of your pages, that would be great. While we're doing this live, I forgot to mention that to you. That would help. It would just
I'll do my best.
okay, you can
Let's
do it
see.
afterwards. But anyway, it just shares in terms of reach while we're streaming live.
No, makes sense.
Total, I forgot to mention that to you.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
could have done that with you. Well, no, we couldn't because it was a private, but that's okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
there we are. And I'm going to share right now.
okay. Cool.
Ta-da! We did
Yay!
it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Junie, tell the people who don't know about you, basically, like, what are the things that you are hearing about from your clients who are searching for love and partnership and relationship during pandemic times? Like, what are they really
Yeah.
most struggling with right now?
Well, we've been talking for a few minutes about how this stage of life has its challenges and how we want to have this resilience and this fullness and richness. And we've all been through so much these last couple of years, things that we've never experienced before. And so one of the things that I'm hearing in a positive way is I'm so sick of wasting time.
Mm,
I so want to, take the reins of life and live fully. And that's my specialty, is helping people clean out anything, any of the blocks or any of the challenges that get in their way. And so the biggest thing I'm hearing around love and relationships is I want to up level my game, so to speak, so that
mhm,
I really can have the rich, full, juicy love life, partnership, or even just deep intimacy with friends and family, because I know the value of life. I know the importance of every moment
mm,
because we have been through something. So when people come to me, some of it is I have some patterns and I really need to break them. I
mhm,
find myself playing small. I find myself still scared. I find myself limiting myself by whether it's overeating or over Netflixing or whatever it is. And
mhm,
so that's the biggest thing, is people are like, help me get these things out of the way. Let me do the healing work so I can truly
mm,
live out loud in
mhm.
this stage of life.
I love that. Yeah. And, you and I have had numerous conversations about the challenges of midlifers going through changes in your 40s, 50s, post divorce,
Yeah.
loss of, taking care of aging parents, taking care of your kids still in the house, there's just so many challenges, and being at the height of your careers potentially, or
Yeah.
at the end stage of your career where you're thinking about what's the future look like? What's my retirement look like? There's so many factors.
It's a rich time in
Mm,
our life, and it can
it's
really
so
work for us, or it can really mess us up if we haven't really, looked at the
mhm,
trajectory of our life and
yes.
what we would like to now claim as the next chapter on our terms in a healthy way.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I'm so aligned with you on this. It's so
I know.
awesome.
I
And
know.
those of you who, like my Unbreakable Health Summit coming up, and then Junie's going to be talking about this, but it's about emotional resiliency. Like, how do you build emotional resiliency? We've been through such
Yeah.
emotionally trying times, especially for midlifers, and in isolation and lockdown, in just the uncertainty of what's around us. And that
Yeah.
relationships have undergone so much more tension and stress during this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. A
You
lot
know,
of breakups, a lot of people,
mm,
we're 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 with that person for a
mhm,
lot of time, and some people thrived and some people didn't. And now we have the next chapter,
yeah.
and there's some healing to be had for sure.
Right, exactly. And so, part of it, we are as human beings meant to connect and be in relation with others, because that makes us who we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got off a little recording in Junie's group about online dating and what that means, and basically in post-pandemic times, like what's
Yeah.
important with that.
Yeah.
But really, it always comes down to what is your relationship with yourself, right, Junie? Right?
Absolutely. It's again with the shingle, it's like, yes, I help people with
Mhm.
relationships and finding love, but ultimately it is the inner journey.
Mm,
It is how to be happy and fulfilled
Mhm.
no matter what's going on around you or who you're with.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm the love coach helping people truly find that deep, rich love for themselves, which then, of course, lends toward calling in a very special someone if you choose to.
Right. Awesome. Yes, Junie. So Junie's going to be talking more about that. And we're going to, in that conversation on July 25th, but the conversation really starts on July 11th, this coming Monday
Yeah,
night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss one episode if you can.
yeah,
It's only 1 hour on a Monday night. So if you have interest in really changing the paradigm of your thinking around your health and well being and your mindset and your body and your confidence and having a new vision of yourself, here's an opportunity, midlifers, or anybody who's going through a struggling or anxious time post pandemic. And we don't want to focus on the pandemic. We really want to focus on what's ahead. What's
life,
ahead? Right.
living,
Living is
joy,
ahead. Love.
happiness.
Yeah,
Man,
love is ahead. So
fuck COVID.
right, straight
Enough,
COVID. We're
enough.
done with COVID, and we want to move life forward. And that's what all of these practitioners, including Junie Moon, is going to show you the way in terms of what does that journey and what could that journey look like for you. So don't miss out. The link is in the description, everybody. So register right now. If you're on the replay, or if you're joining us right now, feel free to even punch in type in your questions in advance. You could do that. You can, in the registrations, if you have questions, type in your questions in advance on the specific panels you're interested in getting
It's
answers.
such a great idea.
Yeah, because for each panel, you're going to get 10 minutes of Q&A. And so you're going to be on a Zoom webinar, but basically you're going to have the opportunity to be able to join all the panelists in a live discussion and get your burning questions answered, and do it, without any cost. This is a free event. So
And I just want to also just say the lineup you have is amazing. I mean, you each time you have a panel of the most amazing experts, and yes, I am one of them.
yes.
And I just love the topics that you're bringing. It's like you're hitting all the most important pieces to
Mhm.
be able to really dance with this stage of life in a really healthy, empowered way. So I just, deep bow to how you've put this together and the most amazing people that you've brought together for this event.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so super lucky that I have these well-respected experts on the panel, on my friends, people who I really trust and respect. And the thing is, I know that people need this, and that's why I was called to do this. It's a free event. I know all of you need to hear this. I know all of you can take away some really golden nuggets that will propel you forward, beyond the COVID times, into a whole new paradigm of thinking about your health and well-being and your
Yeah,
mindset and your emotional resilience going forward. So this is about hope and having a whole new vision of yourself. It really is. So don't miss out.
absolutely.
Thank you, Junie, for being with me right now. And I love the
My
spot.
pleasure.
So awesome. I love you. Love you. And I'll see you guys on Facebook and LinkedIn. Please register now. The link is in the bio, in the description. And you will all have access once you register. All have access to all the panelists directly as well. So, and they'll all have freebies for you and things that you can do to actually start putting things into action beyond the 4 episodes. All right.
Sounds great. Mwah.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Live life and fully and just brilliantly over this weekend and every single day.
Yes.
All right.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Junie. See you
My
guys.
pleasure.
See you again soon.